Here you go again.
Oh, there it is.
This is retail, right? Yeah. It's retail. We're doing it. Should we just call it retail? I don't want my name on everything. I feel like crazy every time we're POS Retail, POS Retro, POS. One show's POS because it makes sense for it. Retro, we actually find the piece of shit. We don't find the piece of shit in this show. Should we just be retail?
We could call it retail, yeah. We'll come up with a new name for next week when we launch the brand hard.
Bobby and Pat's Auto Parts. That's a retail store. Sounds like bed, bath, and Bobby, Bath and Beyond with Pat Oates. I like the width. I've never been a width.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out for the width. The second the width gets his name on a logo, he's gone.
Yeah. Except for Roy Harder.
No, yeah, they can't ever.
Which reminds me, check out the Eastside Dave show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30 on Compound.
Yeah, the only person that cut that one out was you when you used to not say his name. That was it.
Yeah, no, Roy's the man.
What I saw, shout out to Damian Rogers. Man, he puts out the best clips for Cumia. I haven't got a chance to watch much of any Compound shows. So when he's putting out clips, I was like, that's how I catch up. With wrestling and with Compound Media, I watch for What Culture. I watch all my wrestling through that. Because the guy Simon Miller just does the breakdowns for every show, and he does. So I watch that. That's how I get my wrestling. And with Compound, it's that.
I'm so glad you brought up wrestling because you need to back the fuck off of Peacock right now because they just announced. Fuck you, Pat. They just announced Psych 3 is coming, the movie, and I love Psych, so I am pumped.
Are you? So do you watch a lot of things on Peacock, Bobby?
My mom watches Murder, She Wrote.
Okay.
Like.
Now you're excited to see this movie, right?
I am.
Are you ready for so many commercials that you can't keep up with the fucking movie, even when you pay for no commercials?
Well, here's the thing, Pat.
I pay. It's a pay-per-view of wrestling. I'm paying for it. Why is there commercial for soup?
This is another example of our moral relativism here, because I'm gonna just wait till the movie comes out and download it.
You just said I love Peacock, and you're not going to watch it on Peacock.
Well, no, I love it because they're producing it, and I pay for Peacock, so I don't feel guilty just by downloading the commercial-free version.
They've ruined wrestling. If you try to watch, like when it was on the network, you would just go to a thing. Like I was watching every year of things. You would just go to Raw, and they would just say, "Oh, 2001, 2002." You'd find the episode you wanted. Now they broke it. They call them season. Like even the pay-per-views. If you want to watch Money in the Bank from 6 years ago, they're like season 7. It's like it wasn't a season. You have to like figure out what season the year was, an episode, whatever. And they still haven't brought everything over yet. So I can't binge watch all my wrestling because they haven't brought any of the SmackDowns over yet. All the Raws, but only 3 seasons of the SmackDowns. So fuck you. But they still
maybe it's time to be an adult.
No. It's for adults. It's for adults. It's not for children.
Well, it's for children.
No, it's really not anymore. It's adult soap opera for me because kids would hate this now because it's so bad. Raw is so bad. It's written so poor. SmackDown is great. Roman Reigns is one of the greatest characters in wrestling ever right now at this point. It's amazing what they've done with this man. But
I like when they pretended like he had cancer.
They didn't pretend. He had it. I was mad. I pitched something to them. And I was mad. I got a lot of likes, but they didn't do it because when he came back, he was fighting a guy named Drew McIntyre, who became like a bigger name. But when he came back, I wanted him to be known as Drew Leukemia instead of leukemia. I'm like, how do you not call him the Drew Leukemia? You might have beaten leukemia, but you're not going to beat Drew Leukemia. Like that would have been the best fucking promo of all times. They were like, no, we're not in. By the way, Rebecca did suggest that we do a POS one time of wrestling stories, like the best, like wrestling rumors, like the Montreal Screwjob and things like that.
Yeah,
bring those up. And I'm thinking, well, I'll hit up Earl Skakel or people like that, and we'll have some good wrestling people on.
Nice. We'll get Manny.
Yeah, I was thinking that Manny. I know some other wrestling podcast guys.
Yeah, we'll get Manny's partner, Youngblood, too, because I like Youngblood, but have never had him on anything. That'll be perfect.
Maybe we'll just get those two and fuck Earl Skakel.
No, get Earl too. All 5 of us, because I'm just gonna be a corporate shill for Vince McMahon the whole time in the hopes that he hires me for a writing job.
I applied for one time and they don't pay.
That's okay.
You just write.
I hope Vince likes my pitch. It's just a middle-aged stepdad who just runs in the room and yells at all the wrestlers, "Be an adult."
Nice. But they're like, we're making a lot of money.
And he's like,
I
what?
would yell, no, instead of yelling being an adult, you should come and go, put on pants.
Yeah, no, that's even better. Yeah. I don't care what you're doing with your friends. Put on some goddamn pants.
Why are you wrestling without like that's the part I've never gotten. My favorite wrestlers all wear jeans and like a shirt. Like I never understood why they're wearing a Speedo fighting. It's not that warm in there.
All right, Bobby, it's your turn to pitch a wrestler. We've got this guy. What would you do for him? Well, his costume is going to be a trench coat. And all the other wrestlers are going to bully him for about 4 episodes. And in the 5th episode, boy, are things going to get shaken up. What do you mean? What's his name? Columbine?
Ooh.
Captain Columbine?
Cal M. Bine. That's how they would do it in the 90s. It would have been Cal M. Bine. That would have been his name.
What's his walkout music going to be? Marilyn Manson?
Not beautiful people.
No, it's not.
Oh, hey man, nice shot. That's a song. That'd be perfect in the times. It'd be great. When coronavirus happened at the very beginning and wrestling wasn't sure what to do, I said Vince McMahon should definitely come up with an Asian character named Coughing. Like that would be his name. Like that'd be the greatest guy. And he just comes out and goes on you. Oh, it'd be the best. And he wears a mask, but a coronavirus, but not like a wrestling mask. It's like, perfect. They didn't do it. They don't listen to me. I don't know why they don't listen to me. I'm officially not happy. I'm officially not happy working retail. Can I say that out loud now?
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely.
It finally happened. I was living life. I was doing well, moving up in the ranks, and then retail happened. It's not retail's fault, but it's like I put in for things I needed off. Certain personal things I've said for a while I've needed off for certain things going on, and they're like, "Well, you can have that off, but what about this? Like, I need Friday off because I have like a personal thing I have to do. I need to be well rested for it and all this shit, whatever." And they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. Would you mind doing an overnight Thursday?" And I go, "Well, that goes into Friday." "Yeah, but you're off Friday." "But what time do I get out?" 5 a.m. But the thing I have to do is at 9 a.m. Yeah. The thing is not, you can sleep here. You're just going to watch people be electricians. I go, I can't sleep here. I can't sleep and wake up where my nightmares are from.
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up in a retail. And yesterday I did it overnight again. Two of my shifts. And this is worse. I get 40 hours a week now being full time and I need that money. I got to whatever. I want the money. But when they schedule you overnight, when you're watching someone wax a fucking floor, if it doesn't take them as long as they thought it was gonna, you just go early. Home.
Yeah.
They got done 4 hours earlier.
That sucks.
That's 4 hours of pay. That's almost $100.
And they're like, "Can you come in then and work those 4 hours?"
I might be able to. I would ask for that because I want the money. But I don't know when I could at this point. But yesterday I had to get there at 9 as they close at 9. And then the wax guys come in. We have the same floor people. It's this gayer Ricky Martin, if that's a thing. But it is. He looks like Ricky Martin. He's like he's kind of like, you know, like a lot of Latino men can pull off this move. They have like bigger chests, but they're doughy. So they wear a very tight shirt, but somehow because it's a flamboyant, they look like they're in shape. You know, the second the shirt comes off, it looks like you open like a thing of crescent rolls. So it's like, and he's got like eyebrows painted on, and he's just very pretty man, and he's got the Ricky Martin haircut and everything, and he's like and they have to use this stripper on the floor, and whenever he mentions a stripper, he says it in like a very, you know, "Do you need stripper?" And I'm like, "No, I don't need stripper." And I had to talk to him, and I had to watch him and his little doughy fat sidekick Slowpoke Gonzalez go around and wax the floors. And everyone else leaves, and I'm just watching that. And I couldn't even go out on the floor, and like I couldn't put things away because I had to be off the floor. I'm just in the back room.
Yeah,
in the back room watching clips of podcasts I don't like. I watched like 7 clips of like I've never watched Kevin Brennan's podcast. I watched like 7 clips, and I was like, "Oh, the guy who makes this is the guy who hates me." So I don't want to. So I didn't want to watch this thing. But I was just watching clips of that. Then I was watching clips of like our shows. I was just like bored on YouTube. I've watched everything. So I was like, I didn't plan to have to watch things.
You've gone down a real rabbit hole if you're watching clips of our show.
Yeah, I know the clips. I made the clips. I'm on the clips. But it was just like, and then it was supposed to be done till like 5:30, and I don't drive, so like, I don't mind going home at 5:30 a.m. Listen, walking home at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., that's when humans start to wake up. Maybe they're exercising, but still, there are people out there. You're leaving an area and walking through not the best area for a 4-mile walk at 1 a.m. That's murder town.
Yeah, and like, if you get pulled over by the cops, you're in the wrong. They're like, yeah, you shouldn't be walking here at 1 a.m. And you're like,
right.
No. I was supposed to be at work till 5 a.m.
Middle-aged white man who sounds angry anyway.
Oh, what are you doing? Buying meth?
I was working. That's like my response.
Like, yeah, exactly. They'd be like, working what?
Oh, speaking of that, I know I terrified people today. I had to make 2 walks today. One, both in the same area. I had to go to a hospital to get medical records for something. I'm fine. I had to go get medical. So I had to go pick up medical records. So I walked to the hospital and I walked back. The second I got back, I was like, oh yeah, I haven't mowed the lawn in a while. And I don't have a car, and the gas station's only like a quarter mile away. So I get a gas tank, and then I walk to the gas station, and then I walk back with a full tank of gas in my hand.
Yeah.
So people, if someone saw me twice, I walked to a hospital, got paperwork. I came back. I walked to a gas station, fill a tank of gas. Like, this shit's going down. This is Unabomber too.
They're like, yo. AIDS isn't that bad anymore. It's not a death sentence.
For you. But so I had to, so I got out of work at 1. So I'm like, hopefully I can get an Uber, because nowadays it's harder to get Ubers, especially with Corona even ending still. People aren't doing it, but I was able to get a ride at least and do that. But it just bummed me out. And then I come home and I'm like, maybe I should have stayed. Maybe I should have just sat there. They were going to pay me till 5. Should I have just sat there in a back room alone? No, not that I'm talking to the other people, but it's a giant store. I'm going to be by myself.
No, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. The best floor cleaning story I ever have is we have one of those Zamboni machines, right?
Yeah.
And the guy, it was this Russian guy, got done cleaning our floors and just put it in his van and took it with him like it was his.
What?
And then Gallagher, the guy who threw the bike at me, had to call him on the phone and be like, dude, I think you took our floor thing. And he was like, oh, it's not mine. And he was like, no, it's ours. And he was like, all right, I'll bring it back. And Mike's like, you're going to bring it back now? He's like, no, at the end of the day. And then, like, it just kept getting pushed back hour by hour, and Mike's getting angrier and more freaked out. Like, bring back the fucking thing, or I'm calling the cops. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, dude, call the cops. What are you going to tell him? I let this Russian guy walk off with something. Well, what was it? Was it small? No, it was a big Zamboni machine. How'd he get out the door with? Don't worry about it. So eventually he brought it back, but it was fun to see Mike at the point of tears.
We had a guy when I first started the cleaning crew. We have different Latino cleaning crews, and I always thought we've had the same one. So my buddy's like, Pat, they've been like 5 different crews. I'm like, oh, that's just me being racist. My bad. They all thought they were the same, but the one guy has been a constant. Like, he just kind of hangs out with, like, it's whatever. But anyway, one time they were walking out. They're not supposed to go in the back part of the store. They don't need to get anything. We have one little mop station, whatever, like a little broom closet with the shit in there. They bring their own stuff. They bring their own little Zamboni. We don't have one. They bring one. And then it always breaks down. It's like, just reeling noise. Like when they were waxing the floor, we do buy the wax and give it to them, whatever, all that kind of stuff. They don't need to go into the back area where all our storage stuff is and where we keep, we pack everything out, where the warehouse part is. But sometimes there's guys who go back there. And I noticed some guy that's looking around. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just looking for the cleaning. I'm like, why would the cleaning stuff be on a pallet filled with things that we sell?
Yeah.
So as they were walking out one day, my boss looks and goes, hey, what's that? And the guy's holding the clipboard, but under the clipboard is definitely a cardboard box that's taped up that has like our labels on it. And he's like, he's a clipboard. And he's like, not the clipboard, under the clipboard. He goes, oh, and he turns it and goes, just clipboard. I'm like, no, we can see a box in your hand. He's like, oh, I think this is mine. And I go, it says salad tongs. Why would those be yours? It's not mine? No, that's not yours. It's sealed. It says salad. Why are you stealing salad? I thought this was my box. My bad. I thought I left my box back there. Your box of taped up, sealed. So we didn't steal it because right there, so we just let him go. We told him we're not going to deal with him anymore. But I know the reason why I had to be there last night, the reason why we can't leave them in the store alone anymore is because a year ago, they caught them on video. They were just chugging eggnog. We had eggnog in the cooler. They would just open it up, chug it, and then eat sardines out of a can. That was the two things they were. Both of them alone are kind of gross. I'm not really a fan of either. But the combination, what do you do? That was their stealing.
This week on Make Yourself Sick on a Department Store. Okay, friend. Today we're cleaning a big store with lots of stuff. Your challenge is chug eggnog and eat sardines. Ready, go.
You know what, though, Bobby? You just came up with an idea. Retail Fear Factor. We could do that show. That's your game show. First one is you have to put your face near the urinal. And whoever can stay there, and you have to sniff every 3 seconds. Whoever can stay there without puking the longest of smelling the urine. Somebody, the guy that works in furniture, Leo, came to the back and goes, "Who just pisses on the ground?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Who?" I goes, "No, they didn't even try." Like, he goes, "I get," and then the other guy, manager, walks by and goes, "Yeah, was it like, when was that?" He was like, "An hour ago." He goes, "There was a guy who was pretty intoxicated. You could tell." And he went towards the bathroom, and then he came back and he left. So probably him. And then like an hour later, Leo comes back and goes, "All right, who shits on the ground?" And I'm like, "What?" He goes, he goes, "Pissing, I guess I get. When you miss, you're being an asshole. But when you're taking a shit and you miss the toilet 100%, you can't just be drunk or off. That there's a point where you know what you're doing. Like, you're definitely hovered in the wrong spot and you take a shit on the ground." So he had to go in there and clean up the shit and bleach the floor and do all that stuff. I was like, that's probably the cleanest that our bathroom's ever been.
Yeah, on Friday, I spent 3 hours cleaning the bathrooms, like actually cleaning because it was so bad. And then I got in trouble because I taped a sign up that said, due to hygienic conditions and like to keep us all safe, the bathroom is exclusively for employees. Thank you for understanding in these trying times. And to be fair, it took them till about 3 p.m. to find the sign. And then they were like, "Who did this?" And
did they find it, or did somebody complain that they couldn't use the
bathroom? One of the managers using it like actually stopped to read what it was.
But no one complained.
Nope.
So it worked.
It did. It did its job.
And then, see, that's where, Bobby, that's why your manager's instincts didn't kick in. Because if another manager came up to me and was like, "Why is that sign there?" And I'm like, "Well, no one's been going in there." They're like, "Yeah, best for customers." I go, "Do you know how much money we spend on soap and toilet paper and things that we don't need to spend money on? We're not doing that at all. We can cut that down by 50% and we can use that money for other things. But maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we just have an employees only bathroom." Like,
yeah, dude, I'm all for it. I've also gotten in trouble this week because they're letting people who've gotten the vaccine not wear masks.
Oh, we're doing that too.
And the people who aren't vaccinated have to wear a mask. And then I point out that we've got this big sign out front that says we don't discriminate against anybody. And it certainly feels as an unvaccinated person like I'm being discriminated against right now. And they are like, "Bobby, sometimes you think about these things too much."
No, I don't. I think at that point you're not, though. Mm-mm. It is weird.
I mean, I just don't wear a mask. And they're like, "Did you get vaccinated?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got Zeneca back in 2001. And they're like, "Well, what?" And I just walk away.
Back when it was good shit. That's when I got it. Like, once again, we have another guy at work who is vaccinated. But people come up to him. One person came over to his department in furniture, just walked up to him and said, "Where's your mask?" And he's like, "Excuse me?" He's like, "Where's your mask?" He's like, I'm vaccinated." "Yeah, but shouldn't you be wearing it to protect us?" He's like, "Well, no, that's why I got the vaccine. I don't need to wear it." And they started yelling at him. And he's like, and then he finally goes, "Are you going to buy something?" And he goes, "Excuse me?" He goes, that's pretty rude. He goes, "You're being rude. If you're going to walk over here and you're going to tell me, 'Hey, I want you to wear a mask because I'm not going to buy this couch unless you wear a mask,' I'll put the mask on. Because if I didn't do business with you and make you comfortable, then I'll walk in the back, I'll throw a mask on, I'll come right back. If you're going to come back and just scold me, get away from me. Go somewhere else." And he was like, I'm going to knock someone out. I'm like, you can't tell us that part. He goes, it's going to happen. If one more person, the same guy had a woman go up to him and say, before the vaccine thing, he had the mask on his chin, but he was outside. He was smoking a cigarette just outside the building. And a woman goes, yeah, people like that, put your mask up. She points at him, goes, put your mask up. And he's like, what? She goes, I'm smoking a cigarette. She's like, yeah, but you're being rude to other people. She goes, you're being rude. You're pointing at me. Put my mask. You put your mask over your face.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's nutty. And it's like society's evolved to a point where you just can't punch people like that in the face. And it's time to like this ask, is that really for the better? Like I dream of the 1800s Midwest and just the ability to be like, you know what, sir? Fuck you. Duel outside now. And then you could just go shoot somebody in the chest. You know how many customers on a daily basis I'd be like, fuck you, duel right now.
Right, but do you realize that because it was 1800s, that mentality, you wouldn't have to do thousands. It'd be one. Because people are like, if you're going to do this, they knew the consequences, so they didn't act like fucking assholes. So that's the part that would help with it. I don't think we should be striking people, but I don't think we should award people like and say they're the greatest and like all their videos because they do this shit. Because that's what it's become. The new thing now is people running into the store and just wanting to challenge. You're not wearing a mask, and you know they're getting ready to get their phone, but they don't get a reaction or a stink out of you, then they're mad. But it's like, what is your thing? Why are you running around telling people what to fucking do? You don't know what to do. This thing didn't last a year ago. It wasn't even around. Now all of a sudden you're knowledgeable. You're Fauci Jr. running around telling me what I need to fucking do. Fuck off.
And it's times like these we should take a
retail store. You're obviously gross.
Yeah, it's times like these we should take a note from MMA gyms, and you just get to pick one employee to go fight them to the death. And if they win, they get to yell at you about masks. You know what? You've proven your point. Fair enough. But I'm guessing our employee who's got 40 years of pent up rage working in retail is ready to go. I had to move a stack. They were stacks of 4-high of golf balls in a bucket, and there were about 20 of them above one window shelf. And we had to move them to another window shelf, like above, just like up on a ladder. So I am up on a ladder, grabbing these buckets down 4 at a time, going down the ladder, putting them at the base of the next one, going back up. And a guy, like 9 times, people came up to me and were like, can you help me? No. Like, you pick the one person in the store who's actually doing something right now.
Always.
And like by the 5th guy, a guy came up and was like, all right, whenever you're done with that. I'm like, do you see all these balls? He's like, yeah. I was like, I have to put them all in that window. What do you need? And he was like, oh, I need some help in the golf shop. And I was like, yeah, I don't work there. And just kept doing what I was doing. And like, I get it. That's rude. But you have to have some kind of common sense. And like, if it's a question for an employee where it's like, can you tell me where this is? That's a fine question to ask somebody on the ladder. Not a problem. I don't have an issue with it. It's like, can you come sell me something? No, I'm the guy they put on the ladder. I'm not the guy they put in charge of selling stuff. If I was good at selling stuff, I wouldn't be on this ladder right now. You know what I mean?
Even if you are the guy, it's ridiculous to look at if they were at home and they were baking a cake and I said, can you mow the lawn? They'd go, yeah, when I'm done baking. No, both. And they go, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous now. But when I'm at a store, and the other day, we have these shepherd hooks. Like it looks like you're Gandalf.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I had to put them together in the back because they have little solar lights on top, and they're large and tall. And I was waiting till everything was put away because I hate putting them together because they're giant, they're clunky. And I have to walk. We have to put them in this little rack and do it. So I put like 8 of them together. I'm walking. I've got 4 in each hand. I have to hold them up high. They're a little bit heavy. I'm walking a couple 100 yards with them, but I walk over. 5 different people stopped me and asked me either where things were, if I could help them. And every time I said, you shall not pass. Every fucking time it's what I said because I was Gandalf. No one got it. No one cared. I tried to make a joke. I was like, you shall not pass. They're like, that's right, sir. Can you please help me in furniture? And I'm like, I'm carrying shepherd's hooks. And they're like, yeah, can you put those down? I go, just put them down? I'm carrying, I'm not Christ. I'm not just walking through with my penance. I'm going to do so. There are 20 other employees. If you said to me, hey, I need help in furniture, I would say, oh, just head over that way. And when I get done putting these away, I will call someone over to the furniture department. Or more than likely, the furniture department's on the other side of the fucking store. By the time you get your stupid hobbit ass over there, you'll probably get help because someone probably just went in the back for 2 fucking seconds and have some patience. You walked across the store, grabbed the guy who's the most busy to yell at me. I'm holding shepherd's hooks.
Yeah. I was putting out canopies on Saturday, the big box canopies. And customers would, like, as I'm carrying them out of the back, come over and try to grab me and be like, can you help me? And I would just take the canopy, throw it as high in the air as I could, and let it smash on the ground and be like, yeah, what's up? They'd be like, is that broken? Probably. Why'd you do that? Well, you made me do it. And then just be like, what can I help you with? And then most of the time they get the hint.
Or the opposite person. I see them walking around like they're crossing the street. They are looking around. They are looking everywhere. They're literally even either on the phone or with the person with them saying, I don't know where this thing is. So I say, hi, can I help you find anything today? No. Like I just said, can I molest your butt?
Yeah,
no.
Exactly.
No. And then they walk around in circles complaining about the store. And then I go over again. Are you sure there's nothing I can help you with today? No. We can find it ourselves. I go, well, you don't need to. What is this noble quest you're on? I can help you. I'm here to help you. So it's always
not for me. That's not as bad as the opposite.
At the end of the day, they go to the register and they go, I can't find anything in this place, and no one helps you.
Okay.
It's like, and I've offered 6 fucking times.
That is true. Yeah, those are the worst. I'm talking about the people that, like, you're doing a project and they just kind of sit there and they're like, I wonder where. And you're like, I know you're trying to get my attention. I will die before I help you.
Talking about gazebos, because canopies. We were building, me and my boss were building a gazebo. The wooden, it's got a huge wooden frame to it and a metal top. He's on a ladder. I'm picking up giant posts. I'm handing it to him. People would walk under it. Fucking
I know, dude.
Under it.
You're like, I hope something falls.
Yeah, we're like, and they're like, they walk under it. They stand there and they go, hey, do you know where the detergent is? I think it used to be here like a year ago. Well, yeah. A year ago it was in this area. We have moved things around. I didn't know you moved things around. Can you get out from under this?
Yeah, and how dirty are your fucking clothes?
Yeah.
You stanky motherfucker. Get out from under my ladder.
You know what? You're right. I believed that in that year they found detergent somewhere else.
No, dude.
I didn't realize. You know what? They're right. They need help. They're like, it's been a year.
Please.
You're building shelter. I can't even clean myself. Yeah. Or like that. Like one day we were taking it apart because someone bought the final one. They're not making any more for the season. We're taking it down. A lady goes, how much is that? I was like, oh, man, obviously, we're not selling these anymore. This was the last one someone bought it. We're not getting more in. How much? Well, it was $14.99. All right. I'll take one. Man, we don't have any more. We have this kind. Well, I like that one. We don't have any more. So can you order me one? We can't order one. Why not? They're not making it anymore for the season. They've sold them all out. That's insane. Why would you be sold out? Because people bought them. What? Yeah, people bought them. Well, what? Am I late? I go, I don't even answer that. I don't know. A lot of people bought it. And then like people are like, well, why would they sell so fast? Because the government gave out $1,400 to white trash, and white trash bought gazebos instead of paying their bills. So they did. They all came out. We weren't dumb. Two of our most expensive gazebos were $13.99. Because the thing was people came in and spent their stimulus check on a gazebo. It's like, good, you can live in that because you're going to lose your house.
Exactly.
You can live in a stupid ass gazebo. But they'll ask you, but my boss is just looking at like, what the hell? But my favorite, when they really walk under it, like if you're on a ladder and they walk, I've had people push the ladder with wheels that I'm on, putting things up. I was carrying umbrella bases, which are pretty heavy, but they're in thin boxes. I was putting one up on the top part of a shelf. We have a secure section we can put it so it doesn't like fall, whatever. I'm doing that. I'm carrying, and you can hear me. Like I'm not like a weak man.
No, but you're making noise. Yeah.
I'm making a grunt noise. I'm doing like 10 of them. And a lady was trying to get right where I was. And I saw her standing there. And I go, ma'am, do you need me to move? I can get out of your way. She goes, no, I'm fine. because there was like umbrellas for your patio right there, like for your patio table. I go, I can move. Let me get down for a minute. No, I'm good. So I climb back up. I'm carrying it, and literally I feel myself moving. I'm like, excuse me. And she goes, I just got to get over there. I go, man, let me get down. She goes, I'll just move you. I go, man, I'm going to fall.
Yeah.
Or drop this on you.
Yeah.
She goes, you better not drop it on me. I'm like, it's not a choice. You're pushing me.
Yeah.
That's how the rule. So I get down and she goes, oh, you don't even have the color I like. It's okay. You got someone back? No, this is actually everything we have. Maybe you should check. Well, I'm the person in charge of everything in the back, and we don't have anything in the back. We literally put everything out. When you getting more? I'm not sure. How are you not sure if you're in charge? Well, I'm in charge of when it comes in. I'm not in charge of what comes in, and they don't tell us. But I don't think I need to share this much with you. Can I go back up this ladder now? What are you even doing up there?
I'd rather fall off of it than continue this conversation.
She ended it with, what are you even doing up there? I go, hiding cookies. She goes, what? I go, yeah, they always take my cookies here, so I hide them up here. What kind? That's what her question was. Dead serious. What kind? I go, I'm not hiding cookies. I'm putting this up here. Who's going to buy them if they're up there? You can buy the ones that are right down by your feet. These are the extra ones. But that's crazy. Why don't you just put it in the back? I don't know, man.
Don't use the back.
I don't know. At that point, I was like, I don't know. I have to
Why don't you go to our website and see if you can be in charge of all this, and then you can make the decisions.
Yo, you got this couch in blue? No, it comes in gray. I want it in blue.
Why not?
Yeah, we don't have it in blue, but I want it in blue. Okay. Is there any way of getting in blue? I go, I believe if you go online, because with our store, the store has one thing, but they have like online selections.
Other options, yeah.
But you can order certain things to from our store. The people confuse two things. We have a thing called buy online, pick up in store, BOPIS.
Yeah, we have that too.
Yeah, if you're a lazy bum. The best part is it's usually 3 a.m. Someone's ordering. When they come in at 7 a.m., we can see that someone at 3 a.m. ordered 12 kinds of Oreos and a thing of Mountain Dew because they were high then, not realizing we're not open until 9 a.m. Yep. But they still drive up at 9 a.m. We have to go pick the order. They call up. They say, I'm outside. You bring it out to them with a receipt because they pay for it beforehand, whatever. And then you bring it out to their door. And that was big during COVID because people were afraid to go shopping. I got it. They would open their trunk. They would throw us a couple bucks as a tip. They're not supposed to. We were cool with it, whatever. But there's a comment. There's that. And there's also, we have an online thing where you could buy through the store, but the warehouse in what North Carolina, where the fuck it is, it's not us.
Directly to you. Yeah.
Directly to you. But there's a delivery fee. We don't do delivery. They do. So someone will be like, can I get this? Can I get it in red? And I go, there's an online option, like for like a giant umbrella, let's say. Like, there's an online option. You can get it for blue and tan with us. But if you want red or beige or whatever, you have to order online. But I go, I'll just let you know, it's going to be an extra $150 on top of it for the delivery. Well, I don't want to pay that. You guys deliver. I'll just come pick it up. Well, we don't have it here. We'll have it sent here. And then I'll just pick it up and I'll pay delivery. I'm like, well, no, they'll still be delivery. They don't send it here. We can't sell it. And can I return this? Well, you have to return it back to them and send it to them. But what do? They order the special red cushion that we don't ever sell. Don't like the special red cushion.
And then try to
bring it back to the store. And because at retail stores, we have to make sure the customer's taken care of, we still have to take it back, and then I have to try to sell it in the seasonal department or thing we don't sell on a price that's not on it, and then put a price, and then people get mad because like the box looks open. I'm like, yeah, it was a special order we were supposed to have. Well, why would I want the box? Can I have a discount? I'm like, why do you want a discount? There's nothing wrong with it. The box is open. Yeah, but it's open. I want a discount. No, you don't get a discount. It's a special thing. There's only one of them. You should be happy you can get it in red. By the way, who said that red cushions? That's crazy. You're a crazy person. Cushions shouldn't be loud and screaming like red. Get blue.
I also love when they give paradoxical instructions where it's like, do not return any special order items. Just make the customer happy. Yeah. You're like, okay, those two are going to clash instantly.
The other day, I felt bad, and I think we've talked about this before, but it happened to one of our register people. And the lady in line was super nice about it. So I'm not saying she was just doing what she was told. When you sign up for one of our rewards cards that day, you get within 48 hours, you get emailed a 15% off coupon. So to say like, hey, thanks and welcome. It's a welcome coupon. Thank you for joining the group or whatever. Next time you shop, you can save 15% off. Now, sometime down the road, somebody figured out that if they said, hey, I know I bought this yesterday and I just got the coupon today, can I come back, apply the coupon to that, make, and then save 50% off the purchase I already did? And we started saying yes to that. Now, I don't know if it's just every store or just our store, whatever. And then everyone looked at me like I had six heads when they were like, that's just helping the customer. I said, we're actually teaching the customer to not respect us, A.
Yeah.
And B,
a really bad precedent.
We're actually hurting our sales. And they're like, what do you mean? I go,
it's to get them back in.
Thank you for coming. The next time you come here, you can buy more things because we gave you a percentage off. And every 3 times you shop, we send you a $5 coupon anyway.
Yeah.
So boom, they've already knocked down. That's the second time they've shopped. They're going to get a third one. Now we've got them coming all the time. So the 1 or 2 times they don't have coupons, they don't mind. They'll just buy something. And if they start to realize every 3 times they shop, they get a 15% off or a $5 coupon or whatever kind of coupon it's getting, depending on the promotion. Let's say they get a $20. Sometimes we do that one, like $20, or we do one that's like spend more than 40, save $10. Yeah. Someone gets one of those and goes, you know what? I'm going to go buy a mattress. I'm going to wait because I got this coupon. Now I'm going to go spend that. Now I'll go shopping 2 more times to make sure I get the coupon and then come in. But the first time they come in, they buy something. The second time they come in is a return. It's not a shopping. So now it only counts as one. Then they come back and go, I didn't get a coupon yet. I've been here 3 times. Well, your second time, you returned the thing the first time. And we don't have a special button that just lets you return it all. So when you if you bought 12 things with a receipt, you have to come in. We have to take the receipt, do a return, go into our computer, push each item on there, do the return. Yep. When it's done, then resell it back, explaining to the customer, like, well, I don't want to pay for it now. Like, you're not paying for anything.
Yeah.
And then if they did cash or store credit or anything like that, we have to give them money back now because they bought it at one price.
We're actually losing money today.
Back to them, applying the 15% off coupon, and now they're coupon. So usually I'll say to somebody, yeah, I'll apply this back. Why don't you go grab a couple more items while I'm doing this? And go, well, I don't need anything else.
It counts, yeah.
I said, well, no, you go shopping, you can grab something else because you now save 15%. They're like, yeah. Like, but you spent that amount of money not caring that you got a coupon. Why don't you just get another thing? We're actually letting you buy another thing. And it's, once in a while, people are like, oh, that's a good idea. But most people are like, nah, I'll just take that money. And it's just like, what do we do?
That's not good. Yeah.
You're not going above and beyond customer service. If a customer says, hey, listen, I bought this comforter and it's tan and I thought tan would look good. And I just brought it home and I put it on my bed and it's like, oh, can I just exchange it for a blue one? I go, if it's the same price, we don't even have to go through this. Literally hand me this. Is there stains on it? Is it good? I'll check it quick. Oh, we're good. Just take a blue one. Same price, same thing. I don't need to do a receipt, nothing. No, I'm good. Fine. They're like, wow, thank you. That was quick. I'll have to go through the whole line and do whatever. But if you're going to come in and just like, last time I was here, this person said I could do this, or I usually buy 6 of these and then I return 3 of them. Like, why do you do that? Yeah. Well, I buy these things for like a catering thing or something, and then I use like 6. I don't use all 6, so I bring them back. I just buy 3, and then you're bringing them back. Or they get mad when I ask, like, they're returning it. I go, is anything wrong with it? I don't like it. Well, I'm aware of that. But I don't care if you don't. That's not the problem. Can I put it back on my shelf? Well, you could, but it's ugly.
Exactly.
What? It might be ugly to you. Your child's probably ugly too, but you bring it out. Like,
somebody should have put you back on the shelf. Bitch.
Yeah, go back get the fuck on the shelf.
Dude, going to the seasonal thing again, like you were talking about being out of canopies. We had a soccer tournament in the area this weekend for the future stars of America. So you can already imagine.
Is that retarded again?
A bunch of No. This is like, these are the prospects.
Oh, what was the name you used for retarded people?
Special.
No, but there was I thought there was a thing. Like I said there was a bus. They called it All Stars. You had to name a bus or something. I forget. Anyway.
I don't know.
It was on one of the podcasts. Anyway, Future Stars of America.
And it was rainy and shitty. So all these parents were coming in like, wear your gloves. We don't have any gloves. Well, why not? Because it's fucking June.
Yeah.
We put the gloves away in May. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And then they would just complain and complain. And like at a certain point, we just set Dennis on him. Dennis was the old guy in golf. And Dennis would be like, back in my day when we were cold, we just put our hands by our nuts. Maybe your kids need to find theirs.
Oh,
damn, Dennis.
Where do you sell testicles?
Yeah. I mean, I'm guessing because he's a soccer star. You know, back in my day, we played football and baseball.
Yeah. But we only had 2 sports back then. And that's what we did.
Both come with their own goddamn gloves.
I'm in seasonal. So this weekend, Memorial Day, you would have figured big weekend. But because of what's been going on with the pandemic and all that, and I know it's basically, I know we're open back up and everything, but people aren't really shopping like that. They're still shopping like they're not going to go on vacation or go do things. People are still decorating their homes, especially their backyards, doing shit like that. Because of that, when we got all our shit out in January, we've been almost out of all our seasonal stuff without anything coming back in by like early May. And I was telling you, we're not going to have anything over here by June, like maybe before May. Like in April, we were got most of our stuff. So people will come out and get pissed. Like this weekend, we didn't sell much. We were slow anyway because it was rainy and it wasn't a great weekend for selling stuff Memorial Day. But we had made no numbers in seasonal because we had nothing. And what we did have was just like, I had like a deep seat cushion. And people were like,
yeah.
They're like, no, but I have one. So like we have these big bags, like tons, like we had red, we had tan, we had blue, all these ones for your seat, like those big thicker ones that just connect together to sit in a seat. Someone's like, well, I need like 4 of that kind. I'm like, well, I have that one. They're like, yeah, I'll take 4 of that. I'm like, no. I have that one. Well, I have one bag. They're like, yeah, that's ridiculous. Why would you only have one? And I'm like, because we sold them all.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you get more? If we could get more, I would get more. We don't have more. They're out. We sold out of it. Why? That's crazy that you'd be out Memorial Day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. Yeah. We have sales on everything. This is when you sell all your stuff. We're doing it to get rid of the things, to get new things in. Why don't you have this? I don't know. What do you have? The things that you see.
Yeah, that's what I have.
You have things in the back? No. Do you have tools?
It's just so hard for Jimmy to focus in the cold when his hands are cold. And then Dennis would be like, I bet it was pretty cold when they stormed the beaches of Normandy. But somehow those boys found a focus.
Well, 2 of the kids who didn't die in Normandy, but because they were at the store trying to get gloves. That's what happened there. Yeah, that kind of shit. Like, where it's just like a demand. It's like, and it's not like, hey, do you guys have any gloves for playing soccer? My kids are outside and they're cold. And you're like, no, you know what? I'm sorry. We actually sold out. Like, oh, man, that's great. We're a little late to the game, I guess. My bad. It's the second part where they now get mad at you. Yes, you didn't buy the thing that you needed, but you waited till the last second, which is weird because your kid's on the future fucking All-Stars, which means a traveling team, which means you spend tons of money and you're in Facebook groups and meetings and you're catering, you're getting hotels. You didn't buy gloves, you stupid fuck. You should have had gloves 2 goddamn years ago. You should have had your Umbra fucking shorts, your stupid gloves, your little Mexican cleats, and all the shit you need to play soccer. You don't have gloves, that's on you. What do you need gloves for? You're not supposed to have hands in soccer. The best soccer players are armless. No hands. That's a game without hands. So it's actually fuck like, you.
Well, I thought maybe I would buy all of the gloves. Like they think you're hoarding the shit.
Yeah. Or they want it all. You know what? Or better, we're all out of gloves. You sure? There's nothing in the back. Nothing in the back. Can I see a manager? The manager of gloves? You want a glove manager? Is that what you want me to get for you?
Yeah, exactly.
The Michael Jackson of fucking dicks. That's what I'm going to get. The glove manager. The O.J. Simpson. That's what I'm getting.
It's me. Surprise, bitch.
Yeah. They're going to come back and ask for someone else to come back. And I've had to be in a situation where, like, the cashier will call up and say, I need a manager at the front. And I come up, say, hey, what's going on? And you can see in their face the cashier, like, this person is not happy that we don't have so-and-so. I'm like, oh, and they'll start yelling. And I always stop and go, hi. And they're like, what? They're like, we need glove. We need – I go, hi. Hi. How are you? Good afternoon.
What's going on? Yeah. Just to piss them off.
And not even that. I want to calm down because they're ready to start yelling, and I want to chill. And I walk off to the side. They're like, well, I came here with the specific task of buying this thing. Oh, we've been out of those for a couple weeks. Apologies. You know, I'll even suggest, like, do you want me to see if another store around us has them? No. Why would I want to go to another store?
So you had a specific mission.
Your specific mission where you wanted this one item. And well, what are you going to do? You're going to just like tell me to go there? Well, so no, I'm actually going to check their inventory and then I'm going to call them quickly to make sure they have it. And if you want, I can ask them to hold it for you. I'll get your name. Well, that'll take me forever. I thought you really wanted
you had a
this
mission.
thing. I do, but I wish you had it here. Can you have them bring it here? So you want me to get another retail store, some guy just get in his car and drive gloves to you? That's not a thing we can do. Oh, well, I don't like fucking shopping here anyway. I don't really like you shopping here anyway. We're on the same page. I'm not a fan of you either right now. This is great. I'm trying to help you. I went above and beyond. I offered to fucking call another store. They're going to tell me they don't have it because that's what they do. They don't answer. They don't care.
Yeah, it's my go-to. We don't have whatever you're looking for.
But see, now the problem is that enough people at our stores have said that we can look at their things. That the customer comes in with the knowledge now.
Oh,
hey, do you guys have this? No. Can you check the other stores? Sure. And we'll go on there. Well, and I'll check it. I go, it says that Milford has 2. But let me call them to make sure. Well, if it says they have 2, the inventory is not always right. Well, that's ridiculous. Maybe you guys should do your inventory better.
Okay. All right, maybe you should drive to Milford, and then you call Milford, and you're like, whatever you do, this psycho, don't give him what he wants.
Right. Maybe you shouldn't take pot shots at us because what's your inventory? Oh, 0? Yeah, you have none.
You suck my dick, bitch.
Yeah, I have 2 more than you have. Even my inventory is wrong. You have none. You little bitch. How about that? That's you fucking moron. And then I have to explain things. They're like, well, do you have this couch? Sorry, it says we only have one in stock. Yeah, I'll take that one. Well, that's the display one. Yeah, I'll take that. We can't sell the display one. Why not? Because we're going to be getting more in. You can replace it then. Well, that's not our store policy. We have to keep one on the floor. And why? Is it messed up? I'll buy it on discount. I go, oh, you're willing to get it for cheaper? That's your deal? You're telling me I can sell it to you for less now? Yeah. Oh, wow. Thank you. I can make less money. There's nothing wrong with it.
Let me get the Michael Jackson of managers. We'll run it past him, see what he thinks. And if you want the Michael Jackson of hot sauces, check out Silk City Hot Sauce.
Oh. Listen, if you go to, that's the wonderful thing. If you go to Silk City Hot Sauce's website, it's self-explanatory. It tells you everything. There's their shop, there's their merch, there's their everything, the story of the thing. You don't have questions. You're not going to say, do you have this? Do you have that? You're going to order it. They get back to you right away because they do great customer service and they'll take care of you on that. But they also have a cool thing on, I don't know if you know, on their website. It's a little detector. If you're an asshole, it won't let you order. So if you're like, I'm going to complain that they don't have 14 bottles of Bob Bickerstaff's Chipotle with maple because I need 14 and it says they only have 12 right now. It can read. The algorithms know that it's the assorithm because you're an asshole and it reads it and it goes none for you. You get none. You get to have Frank's Red Hot like white trash with AIDS. That's who has Red Hot, white trash with AIDS. That's who drinks that shit or eats that shit. They'll take care of you if you're a good person because they're good people who believe in good people.
Absolutely. And you don't have to deal with Pat's coupon bullshit. Very simple. Same coupon every time. Enter promo code POS. Please oversimplify POS and you save 15% every time with Silk City Hot Sauce.
Now, I don't know the policy of our friend Jeff and everyone over there. I don't know it, but I'm going to speak for them. And I don't think they mind. If you heard this ad and you got so excited to get like Mango Madness or Badass Jew or Killer Hot or BBC or any of the great fucking sauces that they have or any of the maple syrups or the maples or the jams or whatever, you're just like, I want to go on there. I'm so excited. I want to order it now. And you pay for it. You do a whole thing and then you stop. You're done. And you went, shit. I didn't put in the POS. I didn't get the 15% off. Buy some more. Use it the second time. It's okay to not take advantage of Jeff and his heart. It's okay to give somebody who takes locally grown ingredients and puts together something you couldn't fucking do. You can't do that. I was about to say you're not a wizard, but that was our last podcast. But either way, you're not a wizard. You can't do that. They're doing something amazing. It's okay to pay full price sometimes. And then you go back and you buy it again. Do not email them and be like, hey, I forgot my promo code. So I want money back. The order's already in. Now, knowing them, they'll probably take care of you, but fuck you if you do that. If you're one of our listeners, don't let me fucking know that you use POS for me and Bobby to do that to them. You buy it and you buy some more. You buy some more.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need more. It's that fucking good.
Yep. Pour it on your girlfriend's titties.
POS would actually stand for piece of shit, because that's who you would be in this store.
Yeah.
Pour it on your girlfriend's. Well, no, they don't have the stuff for the titties yet. Hopefully soon, but it's coming. But yeah, that in everything in life, don't do that. Like I was on radio on both Sunday and Monday this week, because whenever it's a holiday weekend, I'm part-time guy, Phil. I'm on radio more. So I was talking about little breaks in between. I said, hey, if you're out shopping today, it's Memorial Day weekend, because you have an extra day off, good for you. But don't act like you've never shopped before. Like, some people go shopping on a Monday and think like it's different than Saturday and Sunday when they shop, and they act like assholes because they're off. You don't need to go into a fucking store and start being a dick, because guess what? The people you're mad at don't want to be there either. A lot of times Monday's a slower day because they get to have it off in retail because you're not as busy. And now they're super busy. They have to be there. They got to deal with you being mad because you're not getting the customer service you believe you should get. Shocked that it's busy on a day when most people are off. Yes.
Also, corporate stores ignore holidays.
They do, but they don't ignore them with sales. So that's the problem.
No. But they ignore it with staff. Like,
right.
A holiday Monday is staffed like a typical Monday. You may, if you're lucky, have one person in every department.
Oh, see, that maybe you guys, but no, at our store, no, we are staffed bigger.
Oh, no, we are just staffed like it's a normal Monday.
Nope. If we know holidays are coming, there's more register people on. There's more people there. More hours are given. They're doing that. But at the same time, we're doing that because we know more people are going to come in. But it's the people that are coming in that are just like, I'm going to complain because I think it should be easy to come in and out of here. Is you're going. That's kind of like if you're somebody who goes to Disneyland and gets there and goes, there's lines? You're at Disneyland. Everyone's going. There's going to be a line. Understand a lot of it's going to be waiting. Now, at a retailer, there'll be lines like that, but don't be shocked when you're waiting for, I'm in a rush. You bought mayonnaise. Fuck you. No one's in a rush.
Not much of a rush.
You fat piece of shit. Wait in line or don't buy it or go to a convenience store and get it there. Don't go to a retail store.
And listen, retail stores will absolutely help you in an emergency. Just be nice. Like, we have people who come in all the time right when we open. They're like, my kid's got a game. He forgot his cleats. We'll let you in 15 minutes early. We'll get you all done quick. You know what I mean? Like, if you actually have an emergency and you just communicate and are polite, people will take care of you. It's when you don't really have an emergency, you think your time's too important for everybody else. That's when people start to fuck with you.
Listen, I don't know how many times it happens at our store. It has a lot of stores, but our store has a lot of random things. We have some grocery. We don't have like freezers and stuff. We have like regular dry goods and stuff like that. A lot of food like that, snacks, candies, treats. We also have a lot of furniture, seasonal stuff, bathroom, tons of different. It's like I make jokes about it. It's like if Walmart, I got divorced and lost half its shit. It's kind of what it's got, lots of stuff. That being said, a lot of times people will come in with one specific item in mind, walk around the store and end up buying 6 items. It happens. So they don't get a cart. They don't get a basket. The second I see someone that's trying to juggle shit, I'll offer sometimes, or I'll literally just go get a basket and bring it over to them. And I'll come, hey, would you like his carriage? Like, I was just going to buy one thing. No, I get it.
Exactly.
Or sometimes people will be funny. I like it. They'll have like 5 things in their hand. I'm like, would you like a carriage? They go, no, because then I'll buy more things. And they know their limit. I'm like, are you sure? They're like, no, I appreciate it. Or I'll walk it out and I'll get it for you. I make jokes all day. I will go above and beyond and do it. I don't feel it's above and beyond. I don't mind doing it. I'm walking around the store. I'm working there. My job is to help you out, help you find things to get out of there. I want you to buy things and come back and buy things more. That's how the whole goddamn thing works. I'm the first person, every time I walk by anyone, hi, can I help you find anything today? A lot of people say no. Some people are very excited, say yes. They're very happy. I'll walk them throughout the store. So one time a lady came in and goes, this is going to sound crazy, but I need boom, 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 boom. I go, let's go. And I walked her to all 5 items throughout the store. She goes, that was crazy. Oh, yeah. I said, no, I know where they all are. She goes, no, I really appreciate that. That was wonderful. But realize that we're here to help you.
Yeah.
If I don't have the answer, if we don't have any carriages, if you walk in and instead go, What, you guys don't have carriages? And I go, oh, we keep them outside. Well, that's ridiculous. We're already on a bad foot. You're now
I'm not
yelling
getting
at
you a
me.
carriage.
Hi, I'm the guy wearing a shirt inside, walking with a name tag on. You think I'm at the level where I choose where the carts are kept?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have any of that say. I'm here to help you in here. But the second you come out mad at me, don't be shocked when I say something back. Like when somebody is like, being very rude, and then I finally go, you're being rude. And they go, oh, you shouldn't talk to me like that. You've just talked to me like an asshole for 5 minutes. Just because I have a job does not mean you can come in and be a dick and push the limits. I'm sorry that at home you're getting treated like shit. I'm not your punching bag, motherfucker. You're buying Cheetos. Fuck yourself. Would you like a cart?
Yeah, exactly. Please don't tell my manager.
I am the manager. Go ahead and tell me. I wouldn't care. I've backed up my people. I walked up and I asked some people that work there now. Some managers will just like, sorry about so-and-so. They shouldn't have said that. And I walked up and I went, you're being rude to them. And the cashier's like, wait, you got my back? I'm like, 100% got your back. You're not doing anything wrong. If you're doing something wrong, I'll let you know. A lot of you
now you can use the big disarm and just wish the person a happy Pride Month.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, what the fuck's that supposed to? Whoa, what does that mean about you? You're getting awfully angry about me wishing you a Pride Month. And slowly pull out your cell phone. Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, do you sell that cell phone here? Like, no.
God damn it.
Why not? Why don't you sell it here?
Speaking of cell phones, we got a big interview next week coming out on the Patreon.
Are we talking about that already?
It's getting close to that time.
I guess. I thought we were going to wait for like it's like a big fucking. No, I guess we should do it. I mean, people are.
No. I mean, we could do it on tomorrow's show. That's probably a bigger one to do it on.
Nah, okay. If we do it now, then people are like, what the fuck? You got to tease it. Okay. We've got quite the interview.
Okay.
I don't want to say who it is, but it's
a radio legend.
Right. But like part of a huger radio power couple, if you will.
Definitely the jam of the peanut butter and jam sandwich, because he's going to jam in some collars and jam bits to a grinding stop.
Right. Now, which one do you like better, peanut butter or jam?
Peanut butter for sure.
All right, then it's definitely the jam. Now, I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's the not even lesser. Polarizing, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that person knows the word. I'll make that joke.
A better thing would be anchovies. Like, people pretend like they're divided on it, but most people don't like anchovies.
Right, but anchovies in what? Because we're talking about a team.
Pizza
and anchovies.
Yeah, pizza, because pizza could definitely stand alone.
It can stand alone and actually take on new toppings and be fine.
Yeah.
But anchovies by themselves, unless you're going to add some creamy butters to it.
All the toppings that have gone on the anchovies are now dead. So,
by the way, I just threw a hint for anyone that pays attention. Yeah. I just threw a fucking small little hint right there. Unless you add creamy butters to your anchovies, you won't be able to do it. Yeah, we're gonna have. It's gonna be special, only on the Patreon, and we've got a couple of those lined up.
Yeah. But this will be kind of like the test run. He's been generous to like kind of just let us see how it goes and kind of find our own interview style. So
and then after him, we got an athlete who's known for actually a very scandalous situation, more so than being an athlete. We got a couple big ones coming up.
Oh boy.
And it's all going to be on the Patreon, and so you got to sign up for as little as $3 a month. Listen, we've done the math. We said whatever. If we're watching a retail show, you like deals. Bobby and I are putting out between 3 and 4 shows a goddamn week. So you do just 3 shows a week on here. One of them retro, just exclusive to it, but the other ones you get before anyone else gets on there at all. I put up video, I put up comedy sets, bunch of content. You're getting at least 12 fucking shows a month, at least for $3 a month. That's ridiculous how much content you're getting.
Better than Netflix.
It's better than any other podcast that says constantly doing content and then takes 2 months off. What are you constantly doing? Constantly having the same show? I don't understand it. I don't understand any of these fucking podcasts that have followings. But I know ours should. Bobby and I are wearing team colors. Didn't you realize we're both wearing blue? We're both wearing blue.
Yeah, it's our jersey.
It's our thing. We're in. It's our retail colors. And if you watch the last show, we're not wearing the same clothes now.
Definitely not. I definitely just put a hat on.
By the way, that retro has become a great. We just had Dave, we just had Dave on, who's Dave Hintz, who's with me on Bunk You podcast. Dave's fucking hilarious. We had some great shows. That one will be fun. All I'm gonna say is that if you've never seen a podcast in the middle respond to an Amber Alert, you're
missing out.
That's all real. A real Amber Alert went off, and we went in a direction you shouldn't go. But definitely check it out. You like wizards and Amber Alerts? In the year 2005, all stories about Florida in 2005. It's a crazy one.
It's a good one.
They're all good ones. $3 fucking. You got it. You could do it. I know you're doing it. You're giving it to other people. They're not good. They're giving you nothing. Some of these shows aren't even giving you anything. They're literally just putting the one show they have out there. It's not exclusive to you. They're just like, watch my show. And then guilt you when you quit. I've never yelled at anyone when they've left the Patreon. We've had people leave, then come back.
We get it.
Totally get it. I've had people say to me, I can't afford it right now, but I still watch it on YouTube. Awesome.
Please.
Then watch on YouTube, but just subscribe on YouTube. Or how about this? Friend. Promote it. Say you watch it. I'm watching this right now. Be like Rebecca and Dominic and Max and all these fucking awesome people that are just like Jonathan Keller. Or like, dude, Jonathan Keller and Rebecca in the same week were like, I can't keep up with all the fucking shows.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. My brother, Jake's always we have a small little community, but they're all excited about the shows. They all like the content. They're not just on there to be on there. They're enjoying it. And share it out with people.
What other Patreon lets you on? What other Patreon lets you on if you want to be a guest?
I think
this week on POS we have a fan.
I think every Patreon does that because they're all just whores. But yeah, I will. We'll let you on.
Yeah. Just say you want to be on.
How many guests? How many Patreon people have we had on?
Like 3.
Yeah, but were they Patreon? Stevie joined right after. Smokey's not
the guy
one.
Who sent you the shoes.
That's John. That's Jonathan Keller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just him. But Jonathan Parks was supposed to be on, then he freaked out. Oh no, Tommy Karate.
Yeah.
At the time he was. He's not now, but Tommy's awesome. Happy birthday, Tommy.
Happy birthday,
Karate,
Tommy.
By the way, when this is recording, this is your birthday. But when you see it, it won't be because you're not on the fucking Patreon. Real quick before we go, I Googled. I was trying maybe I'll try to do like a POS version of this with retail, but I found one, and it seems like somebody's just trying to be funny when they work for retail, but they're not funny. Now, to be fair, I guess this came from Australia, but I don't know, it's the same thing. A customer has just approached me asking for a specific, quite unusual item. We do have it, so I show her where it is. We have had this item for a while and have never sold any of them, let alone been asked for them. A couple hours later, my manager comes to me, and now it's written in script form. Manager, you won't believe what I just sold. Me. What is it? Manager, unusual item. They can't say the item is. A customer asked specifically for it. Me, I sold one this morning as well. Manager, really? We might get one returned, probably for the same person. My customer said that her one had broken, so she was replacing it. Me, my customer said she is sending hers to her mother overseas. Manager, so unusual that 2 customers wanted the same thing. Me, this is so boring. Now we just have to wait for the 3rd. Manager, what are you talking about? Me, it's my experience that these things always come in 3s. Someone will ask for another one before we close it. Now, first of all, that's not buying. That's death.
They were just selling nooses.
Yeah, 3s. Just coat hangers. My manager walks away shaking her head. Later on, we are preparing to close. Manager, should have made a bet with you earlier. I would have won. The 3rd customer hasn't come in yet. She laughs as she heads to the door to close it. A customer rushes in. Customer, oh, I'm not too late, am I? Manager, almost. We close in 1 minute. First of all, yeah, you're too late.
Yeah, you're too late.
We close in 1 minute. Fuck you. But okay, once again, got to do that shit. Customer, oh, good. Do you have unusual item in stock? My manager is stunned. Her mouth falls open. Really? What are you, a cartoon? Why are you carrying this item? Why are you carrying an item that no one's ever bought till today? My manager is stunned out of it. Me, chipper. Why, yes, we do. I'll go and get one for you. I bring it back and process the sale. Manager to the customer. Can I ask what this is for? Are you replacing a broken one or sending it overseas? It's like, no, I'm buying it for another use. Why? Manager. We've never sold one of these until we sold 2 earlier today. And so-and-so said that we would sell a third before we closed. I think she's a witch. Me. I might be. The customer left laughing, and no, none were returned.
The customer
That's the most boring story I've ever read.
You should both kill yourselves.
Yes. Why would you put that on the internet? That's not I said crazy retail stories.
What?
What was crazy
don't understand
about it?
The point. Yeah, that's just somebody who enjoys their retail job too much.
I think they thought the back and forth between the manager and the employee was fun. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. I know the store. I know the store. We got 3s. It's not the same thing. First of all, if I'm the customer, I'm like, why are you asking me what I'm doing with this?
Yeah, dude, I would be so weirded out. I'd be like, you know what? I just don't want whatever weird item this is.
Are you returning?
Also, what's a good policy to be like, hey, nobody ever buys these. Why are you buying this?
Yeah, these are the worst.
Yeah.
Are you a loser?
Yeah.
Oh, do you have herpes? Because that's who buys this. People riddled with herpes.
Yeah, exactly.
And now I want to know what the fucking item is.
Yeah, right.
What are they carrying? They have more articles. Obviously hasn't checked aisle 9 3/4. I would never read that. That's the headline. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fucking wizards.
And it's all written the same way with the customer. Oh, no, that one's short. Let's do it. I'm shopping at this odd little shop selling fun little oddities. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but definitely not normal. Another customer comes in and proceeds to flit around. Oh, it's Australian. To flit around the store quickly, stopping long enough to say, not weird, moving on, then saying, not weird again and again. She's saying this loudly to the whole store while the cashier stands by with wide eyes. She made her way through the whole store with this critique as we all watch and get in the cash register, look at the cashier in your eyes and says, there's nothing weird here. And she storms out of the place. Another customer near me leans and whispers, well, there was at least one weird thing here.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's like open mic night at the fucking retail articles. Who is this? What is this thing from? It's called notalwaysright.com. Don't ever go there.
I have a retail story called notalwaysright.com. And it was this woman came in and yelled at us that none of the furry North Face jackets came in 3XLT. And she fit not always. What was the website?
Not always right.
Not always. She was not always right. She was wrong. She was supposed to be buying a different type of jacket.
Well, Bobby, that story was great. Want to know why? Because great stories come in 3s. And that's the deal. So the third one, not always right, except for the third time where I guess it's right. Once again, I say it almost every week on one of the podcasts, fuck Australia. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the people, except for Damian Rogers. You're wonderful. Everybody else, go fuck yourselves. Damian, move over here. We need you anyway. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, please, buddy.
Bobby, what do you want to promote?
Check out the Eastside Dave Show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30 on Compound Media. Follow me at Bobby_Tambero and get on our Patreon.
I have a story I wanted to share, but I know that I get in trouble at work, so I'm going to give it a week. And then if I figure it out, I'm going to tell it next week. But it's
perfect.
It involves a special needs person, an angry customer, and a confusion on a word they thought the special needs person called them.
Oh, this is great.
And I want to, if you want to tease, there's your fucking tease. I just got to make sure I can say all this without getting a lot of people in trouble because I like the people involved, but it's crazy.
Yeah.
But there you go. But yeah, hey, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like I said before, get over to the YouTube channel, Pat Oates YouTube channel. Get on over there, subscribe, do a little bell thing, get the notifications the second these come out. You'll get them. But if you want them even sooner, Get on over to the Patreon. It's a little $3 a month. We did a little ad in there, but we'd love to have you over there. Be
Yeah,
part of
it's
this
great.
community. If you got retail stories, I have people always hitting me up saying, I have retail stories. Great, come on the show. Nah, I'll just send them to you. I'm not reading your shit. You want to do it? Come on the show. It'll be fun. I'm not good on shows. We're all good on shows. That was 20 years ago. You can't be on a show. You can FaceTime in a grocery store for 20 minutes. It's the same fucking thing. You're talking to a screen. Do it. But either way, if you don't want to do it, just come on over. Come over and support it. If you can't support it, get on the YouTube. Either way, support it. They both support us. Just get on there and do it. Be part of the fucking community. Let people know you like these shows. Be
Fall
proud.
asleep with our channel on loop. Boost our numbers.
I've built playlists. Just do that. Just play the playlist. Get them all.
Go to work in the morning. Leave a plan.
In a retail show, you can fall asleep and count the Dan Browns. Like sheep. Just count them. It'll be great. By the way, the comedy shows that Bobby and I are going to be on, there's 2 of them in Connecticut. There'll be one July 3rd that'll be at City Steam Brewery, myself and Bobby and Dave Hintz. And then the one in West Hartford will be at the Elbow Room, and that will have Frank and me and Bobby and
great.
Dan Brown. So he'll be on there as well doing a guest spot. So it'll be a lot of fun. And for everyone else who keeps asking if they can be on the show, no. But you can be on the show if you join the Patreon. If you're a comedian and you join the Patreon and stay on for a month and we take your money, I will give you 1 minute.
Sounds good to me.
Well, I'll light you in 30 seconds. And if you're feeling it, you get 1:15. So,
fair enough.
Boom. And Bobby.
Remember, folks, don't be a piece of shit.